That we have all of the plugins installed and available. As you can see, here's a contour one, the geocoding, and then the georeferencer one is along here, but they can also be found from sort of the different sections up here. As you can see, vector, that's a contour one, plugins, geocoding, and the raster freehand georeferencer. There we go. The one we use the most, and I expect most people to use on every map that they make, is under web and then QuickMapServices. So this is as the first one we installed, which shows the different base maps. So at QuickMapServices, I tend to, if you just want a quick, simple one, just go for the OSM standard, which will show the world map. If you want more specific ones, you can do search QMS. Ones that I tend to use most are the Google Satellite Hybrid. So this is basically just a Google satellite view. So this is still a standard map, but it uses just the Google satellite imagery instead of a normal sort of map with no satellite. So you can easily see sort of building outlines, and it's still got all the labels of stuff like your standard Google map, really. So you can see shops, cricket pitches, just any point of interest is easy to find. So that's one that I tend to use a lot. And another one that I tend to use quite a lot is the OpenStreetMap, which I prefer it just because I think it's a bit more detailed, colourful, more aesthetic compared to the OSM standard map. You can adjust sort of the colours, so you can make it just black and white if you want to, which you can do by double clicking on your layer on the layers tab on the left, and then go to symbology, and then where it says grayscale, you just want to turn that by lightness. Once that's done, you just click OK, and it will go to a black and white map. So now that we have our different maps that we can choose from, like I said, you don't need 3, you don't need all of these. Most people either have two or one. I mean, when you export your project, you're probably just going to use one. But it's useful to have a satellite, I find, and also just a standard sort of OS map. So yeah, moving on to the next step to actually find where our project is located. Some people can zoom straight in to the area that they're going to be looking for. However, if you just can't seem to find it, we can use that geocoding plugin that we installed earlier. So the settings cog with the binoculars should appear up here in your toolbar. Click that, and we're just going to be using a Tesco Superstore in London as our example, which has the postcode E33EA. Once that's in, just click OK, and you'll see it adds a little dot as well as a label of where this postcode is. So we will zoom in, and then straight away we can see the big Tesco's. Everyone calls it as big Tesco's, but yeah, we can see the big Tesco's. So we're going to use that as our example site.